Alright, you're here with Expert Meat Cutter PT. Just chilling back here today, cutting up some meat. Want to make sure that if anybody has any questions about cutting meat, hit me up on my YouTube channel. Meat Cutter, Baby Boy 101. Here we have a big section of deer that my buddy Richard brought. And it's a little bit of a big section to work with. And it's going to be a problem for Richard, at least, because he doesn't have a saw. And this is a big chunk of the deer right in the midsection. The head would be up here, the butt be down there, and this is everything in between. And there's kind of like 4 different sections of meat we need to work with here. And since this is all in one piece, it's going to be a little tough for you without a saw. But let's go over how you might go about doing this. So everything from here down is about the rib type area. The ribs, up here is all your chops or your back straps. Up here is actually your neck. No, I'm sorry, up here is your neck. And back here could be back straps or it could be like a loin roast. Some people cut into a loin roast. So first thing you're probably going to want to do is try to get this neck off of here. And there's not much of a neck, not a whole lot of a neck on here, but it'll be enough for a neck roast. And I have a Sawzall, so that's what I'm going to use. But you boys are going to have to kind of hack in here. We're going to have to hack in here with a knife of some sort and get this neck part removed. Let's see what we can do here. Let's go up to this rib. A man's best friend, his meat cutting hatchet. That's all it took. Might want to wash it off a little bit. It's a little dirty. Otherwise, you can lick it clean later. There's your neck roast. If you had a saw, you might want to chop that bone off right there, the little very front of the ribs. Be easier to package up. Next part, all your chops here. Up high is your chops, and you'll just kind of want to feel right where this meat kind of stops and hits the rib and becomes thin. That's right where you can kind of stop and cut your chops off at. Probably something that kind of changes dimensions as it goes through. Kind of like that. Some folks will take the whole back strap here, take it off, and then cut it up into chunks. Some people take this very last part where there's no ribs, where the ribs end, and turn that into a loin roast. I think I'm going to try to turn them into back straps as well, though, this time, since we'll have plenty of roasts. So everything from here down will be ribs. You need to debone them. There's no easy way to go about it. You just got to start hacking meat off. And pretty much all this goes in the sausage pile for the grinder. I want you to take your time, though, and get every chunk of meat off. This meat's not free, you know. Somebody had to work for it. Ancient Indian animals had to give up their life for it. Another tip, you'll usually want to wear shoes when you do this in case you drop any meat. I'm not wearing shoes right now, but I'd advise against that. kind of get the picture. You'll want to clean up in between each rib later as well. Get all that meat off of there. Then you have your back straps. My favorite. And you'll just have to start at one end. I know you've done this part before, and kind of work your knife in there around the ribs up into that backbone area. Just work it all the way down. Take your time. Meat's cold today. Let's get my hands cold. Kind of want you to get it all the way down there like that. Oh, fresh meat, baby. Whoo, doggy. Fresh meat. Just kind of keep peeling it back like that. Working it around. It's best if you have a nice sharp knife. I know you have an electric knife cutter out there. I don't believe in those things. Devil items, I tell you. But for each their own. There. See, it's coming right on off now. There's your back straps. A little bit of bone in there. Clean it on up. Slice it up in maybe like almost 1-inch steaks. And you'll be having a good day. Later.